Hey guys, me, it's your best friend. It's John Burton Carbon Animations, and I get a lot of questions about tutorial videos, and today I'm going to give you the simplest way to animate. Well, it's not really, but it's a good exercise, and it helps you understand animation. If you know what animation is, it is the study of motion. It is the illusion of life, and it is frame by frame work, kinda. I mean, it doesn't always have to be frame by frame, you know. But today we're gonna study the motion, and it's gonna help to understand how to animate and how things move in the space on the canvas. I think it's really helpful. It's called dot animation. So in school, usually they make you animate a ball is the first thing, but we're gonna do a dot. It's even simpler because a ball it's got form, where a dot is just a dot. Okay, so we're going to animate a dot in a motion that we want. And so we want a character to run and jump across this little pit here that I've already drawn. And so that character, we want the motion to look good though. So we're gonna practice with a dot, as if the dot is running and jumping. So the dot is going to be over here, and it's going to represent the kind of the chest of the character. Okay. So there's the dot. Actually, I'm going to remove my, there you go, remove my pressure sensitivity so the dot doesn't change really. So there's the dot, and we're going to make the dot run and jump across this. And that's going to give us our template for our motion of a character running and jumping. All right, we're going to have onion skin turned on, press F7 for a new frame. And because the onion skin, we're going to see our previous frame and our next frame. We have no next frame, but we're going to see our previous frame here. And so the dot is going to start to slowly build up some speed. And I'm even going to bounce it up and down a bit because that's how people run. Yeah. I'm going to bounce it up and down just a little bit. More. There you go. And we're going to start to gradually, I'm going to drag this across, gradually move further and further apart with the dots, because that means the character is getting faster and faster. So we got to make sure we're moving a little bit further apart each time we do a dot. Oops, there you go. And the character's going to kind of wind up for a jump a bit, so I'm going to make him stay closer to the ground. And even kind of slow down a little bit, because you wind up for that jump. And so he's going to jump, which means he's going to be, the first frame is going to be a little bit further. And then as you jump in the air, you start to slow down, both in height and in distance, because the speed is starting to wear off. So he's going to, looks like he's going to completely clear this gap here. And again, the landing, because he's landing, there's going to be a bit of recovery time. There you go. So that's it. Okay, so run, jump. It looks like it, eh? Looks like it. You can make it simpler. You don't have to add the bouncing in. Just if you don't add the bouncing in, you just do the exact same thing, except you just make sure you're doing it a little bit further apart each time. So again, this is it without it bouncing. And you just do it a little bit further apart until you feel like, okay, that's max speed. Okay, yeah, it's going to be that far apart is max speed. And you do the exact same thing. And then you can do the jump. Again, similar. And don't be afraid to cancel a dot. Delete it. There you go. And this will be So you can do the exact same thing. So that is two very fine motions of running and jumping over a pit. And now you can follow the dot when you want to. I'm going to use my original one. You can follow that dot, and I'll help you to actually do it. Let's use the other one because it's shorter and also it's simpler, and we want to keep things as simple as possible. So I made the dot into a red little circle by hitting this color code button thing, and we'll make it into a marine. Marine is the quickest thing to draw in StarCrafts. So again, we'll just use his. There you go. And we use our character, and then he starts to run, and again we can use that exact same motion. And run cycles are a little bit different, but they're a lesson on their own, and we're not going to do run cycles today. But just to show that you can use that motion as a guide, and that it does work. And it's a good little template you can give yourself. You want to test out the motion first, and it's a decent way to do it. So there we go. He's now getting faster, so he's gonna head, and again it's gonna be like in the middle of his head here, as we and I'm not gonna spend too much time on the actual character. Do that run. Again, just you could use a symbol for a run animation. Actually, I should have probably prepared one. That would have been a lot nicer. But you guys get the idea. If you have a run animation already set, then you just make it follow the dot, and you're good to go. But if not, you could make a run animation symbol here, and then make it follow the dot as well. But there we go. Now he's going to start to wind up for his jump, so he's going to go a little lower. He is lower. Again, not. Sometimes I do this kind of animation episode where it's very, very sloppy, and you know what, it works because we have budget cartoons we got to do every week, but also it's far away. If things are far away, then you can get away with a lot more, and it doesn't look nearly as bad. Here we are. He's jumping, and again, just following our template into the air. His limbs always dragging behind a bit of what he's doing. I think I gotta squish that down. Of where his body's going, because his body is leading the way. Oh, changing my rules here. Gotta make sure the red dot is where his head is. Here we go. And he lands. So I'm going to make his head down like this. And it goes down a little bit more. And now his limbs come down too. And now he starts to recover. I'm going to take away some of these onion skin frames because I don't need them. He starts to recover a bit. And his limbs are down. And he looks up. There we go. In this part, if you're new at animation, I don't expect you to just animate completely this part here. What you'll want to do is animate one piece of the character, like the body, the main body, and then the details after. But this is how it looks. And it follows the exact same animation as the dot. So that's a simple exercise. If you just need to get used to how movement works in in an animation program, don't do the marine first, the character. Do the dot. The dot will help you understand how the motion works, how to slow things down and speed things up properly. And I think it's a good exercise. So it is the quickest way to animate, and nice little exercise. And it can be, as I showed you, a guide for your motion for a character, whatever it is. Okay, you figure it out. But yeah, dots can help. So that's it, guys. A quick little animation tutorial for you. How dot animation or a quick little animation exercise can help you out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you find it insightful. If you'd like me to do more animation tutorials, let me know in the comments below, and let me know what you would like to see, whether it's illustration or animation, whatever it is, or tutorials on how we make videos, whatever. That would be great to know. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. And we're going to see you this weekend because it's going to be Hero Storm episode. And it's going to be a good one, I think. I think you guys are going to like it. It's a good little reference in this week's episode. All right, see you guys later. Have some fun. Enjoy the summer. Bye.